Snakes, a very dangerous specimen found in the wild. But I didn't come here today to talk about the animal kingdom. I'm talking about a very different kind of snake. A snake that most of you have played in the past. I'm talking about the game Snake. You know, the one where you crawl around and pick up food and the snake gets bigger and then you dramatically run to your own body and die. Yeah, the good old days. But you know, back in my days, there was a game much more exciting than Snake. We had a game called Achtung die Kurve in German, which is also known as Curve Fever. Your snake leaves a trail behind when it moves. You don't need to pick up any food and you will die if you collide with anything. But unlike Snake, Curve Fever is not a single player game. There are multiple snakes and the last snake alive wins. Sounds easy, right? Yeah, not so easy when you collide into the wall or a trail for the time. But still, it was a very fun game in my childhood, so I thought, why not add it to my game collection Empty Bag Games? But I didn't just want to create the exact same game. That's why I decided to give Curve Fever a spin-off. I was collecting ideas while playing a few rounds of Counter-Strike with my friends, and then it suddenly hit me. What if I added guns to Curve Fever? Cause let's be honest guys, guns make every game better. So yeah, first things first, I needed a name for this bad boy. I decided to go with Curve Gunner, since less is more and I kinda like the ring of it. The core of the game, with snakes leaving behind trails and colliding, was surprisingly easy to make, and after some testing, I was really happy with how smooth it felt. I really thought this time things would be a lot easier, until I met the end boss of the single player mode, the computer AI. I struggled a lot with the AI, because at first the enemies would always run to the next wall or trail and just die. My algorithm involved some basic raycasting with only 3 raycasts, and I quickly realized that this wasn't enough. So I decided to go with a lot more raycast. That wasn't enough either. So I had a talk with some of my computer science friends and they helped me design a better AI. In the end, I somehow got it to work using raycasts and some smart decision making. I was so proud of myself. Then I decided to work on the gun part. I designed some power-ups in Illustrator and implemented shooting with a pistol, a machine gun, and a shotgun. Then I realized it wouldn't be enough if you could only shoot the enemy snake heads, so I made it possible to destroy part of the trails as well. This way, you can still escape a dead end by shooting the trail. And with that done, I was really happy about how Curve Gunner turned out. Those of you who watched my recent multiplayer videos probably remember that I was having quite a hard time making the multiplayer for Pi-Pong and Talk Tic Tae. And really, while I think I've gotten a bit better when it comes to making multiplayer games, the biggest issue is lag. The lag in Pi-Pong using Unity's relay servers is just too much for a smooth gameplay. And I immediately realized that this would be a huge problem for Curve Gunner as well. So after a lot of contemplation, I decided to take a step back and make the whole thing a local Wi-Fi multiplayer game collection. As you might imagine, I had to rewrite a lot of the code, but I think the result was really worth it, since the game runs a lot smoother now than before. I think it might actually be playable. So yeah, I managed to include Curve Gunner in my EBG collection and I also updated part of my UI as well. Can you spot the differences? Tell me what you think about how it looks in the comments. So that's all from me this time. I hope you guys enjoyed the newest addition to EBG. You can download the app from the Google Play Store or the App Store. I am always open for new game ideas, so if you have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching this video and see you in the next one.